Hello, I'm Dr. Hassan Tauheed, and I am here with a very interesting topic: how to know if your business is profitable.
Before we begin, press the subscribe button and click on this bell icon so you get the notification for my videos every time.
Yes, how to know if your business is profitable. If you are a businessman who just started his business, or you are in business for 2 years or 5 years, or it doesn't matter, you need to know if your business is profitable. And trust me, if you go out and ask any businessman, you must have a businessman friend, of course. Go and ask them, and you will find out that majority of the businessmen, they don't know if their business is profitable or not. They just think that revenue coming in, that means cash is coming in, and that's it. They don't know if their business is profitable. And that's why majority of businessmen fail. That's why it is very important to know how much profit your company is generating. Now, how do you know? How do you know if your business is profitable? What determines the profitability of your business is the break-even point. The break-even point, yes. And you can go and ask businessmen, for friends, this terminology, break-even point, and you will find out that majority of the people don't know what break-even point is. Majority of the people don't know what break-even point is. So what is the break-even point? Break-even point is the number beyond which your company makes profit, below which your company does not make profit. Your company is in loss beyond that number. It's that simple. If the break-even point is high, that means your business is a wrong business, or you are doing something wrong, that your break-even point is higher. If your break-even point is low, that means either your business idea is really wonderful, or you're doing something really right. So make sure your break-even point is low. Higher break-even point is not good. So make sure you take notes. You should know break-even point, higher break-even point is not a good sign. So make sure you reduce your break-even point. Now, how do we calculate break-even point? How do we know this? Now, let me give you an example. Every business has an expense. Your business has an expense. My business has an expense. Now, what can be the expense? For example, salaries of the employees. That's an expense. Electricity bill. That's an expense. Internet bill. That's an expense. Utility bills. That's an expense. You are buying certain things for production. That's an expense. All of these things are your expenses. So first of all, calculate the exact expense. Exact expense. So once you know your exact expense, you can calculate your break-even point. Now, how do you create your break-even, calculate your break-even point? Now, let me give you an example. So you know every business has a cost. Now the thing is that, let's say you are selling a product, and that product is like a unit. Let's say you are selling a cell phone. So the cell phone, you're selling a cell phone. So each unit, how many units you have to sell to make profit? This is what break-even point will tell you. So if you know your break-even point, you can plan better, you can calculate better, and you know how many products you have to sell to be in profit, to be a profitable business, so that your business does not shut down. The numbers are very important. Business is the game of numbers. So remember, you need to be good at numbers. You need to be good at numbers. Business is a game of numbers. And the first number that you need to know is the break-even point. That how much is your expense, the fixed cost? Every business has a fixed cost. Actually, businesses have fixed costs, variable costs, semi-variable costs. So it doesn't matter. Just calculate the cost, the monthly cost that your business has. And now you have to generate more money than that cost. And then your business will be profitable. That's it. In simple language, you have to generate more money than your expenses. It's common sense. But you have to be very clever and calculated. You have to plan good. You have to plan better. Now, let me give you an example. How do you calculate your break-even point? Let's say your monthly expense of your office, everything included, is $20,000 US. 20,000 US dollars, right? And you sell this cell phone, and let's say this cell phone costs $1,000 in the market. So you sell it for $1,000. So how many cell phones you have to sell in order to be profitable? A novice businessman or a businessman who does not have clear idea would say that I will sell how many units? He would say I will sell 20 units to make 20,000. That's my break-even point. So the 21st cell phone will give me the profit. Is it true? No, it's not true, because you had invested some money on this cell phone too. You made this cell phone first. So you invested some money on it. Let's say this cell phone the expense is $900. $900, everything included, and your profit is $100 only. So if your profit is $100, then how many cell phones you have to sell in order to be in profit? So now let's calculate. 100, so 10 cell phones, $1,000. 20 cell phones, $2,000. 100 cell phones, $1,000. 200 cell phones to $20,000. So you have to sell 200 cell phones in order to just break even, and still your company is not on profit, is still not generating profit. So now if you want to generate double profit, let's say you want to make $40,000. So how many cell phones you have to sell? 400 cell phones. So if you sell 400 cell phones, then your company will make $40,000, and 20,000 will be a profit, and 20,000 will be the expense. And this is how we calculate the break-even point. So once you know the break-even point, you know that you have to sell 400 cell phones each month. This is monthly. We're talking about the monthly expense. Now, how many do you need to sell? How many pieces or how many units do you need to sell each day? Now let's calculate. The target is 400 per month, right? So how many in 10 days? 133 in 10 days. That means around 13 to 14 cell phones a day. So you have to sell 13 to 14 cell phones a day in order to be in profit, to get the double profit that you're looking for. Only then you will achieve the 40,000 goal. Remember, business is the game of numbers, success is the game of numbers, and sales is the game of numbers. So now you know your target. Now, how do you make sure that you sell 13 to 14 units each day? By working hard on your sales skills and your team sales skills. Make sure they know sales. Make sure you know sales and your marketing is effective and you are really doing great sale. If you are a new company, daily goals is the best way to go. Daily goals or weekly goals and monthly goals. But if you are a big company, then you know that the bigger companies, the bigger the company, the goals becomes annual. The revenue goals and the break-even point, it becomes annual. So if you're new in business, my suggestion is set daily goals. That okay, this is my target, this is much I have to sell, and you will really succeed in business. And another way you can do the break-even analysis and you can cross the barrier of the break-even point and be profitable is by looking at all the products you have. Maybe you have multiple products. If you have multiple products, now look at which products are more profitable and which products are not profitable. Remember the Pareto principle. It's universal. Everyone knows this, right? If you are a businessman and you have been in business industry for a while, then you know Pareto principle. Pareto principle is the 80-20 rule, that 20% of your products or services give you 80% of revenue. So that means every company has some products that are the best seller. So what are your best selling products and services? 20% of them, right? So focus on them only. Focus on them more. Don't waste time on the least selling items. Focus on the top selling items and you will find it easier to sell. You will not have to waste time on those that are not best selling. You focus on the 20% best selling products and you will be able to achieve your goal. So remember the 80-20 rule, remember the break-even point, remember the numbers, and be vigilant about the numbers, keep calculating, and be productive, work on your sales, keep growing, keep learning, and do the proper analysis and help others grow their business and help them learn business and convey this message, how to calculate the break-even point, how to do break-even analysis, and how to ensure that your business is profitable. Once you do that, your business will flourish. Thank you.
Before you leave, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you.